Do you know how many illegal immigrants are in your state? Today, we're exploring the complex landscape of illegal immigration across the United States. Understanding where these populations are concentrated not only informs local and national policies, but also impacts community resources and social dynamics. It's vital to grasp this distribution to fully understand the broader societal and economic effects. We've gathered our data from a variety of reliable government and research sources to ensure accuracy. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the numbers and their implications. Before we dive into the numbers, what exactly do we mean by illegal immigrant? In the context of U.S. immigration laws, an illegal immigrant is an individual who either enters the country without proper authorization or overstays their visa. This designation can occur through a variety of pathways, including crossing borders covertly, using falsified documents, or failing to leave the country when required by visa stipulations. Understanding how individuals become undocumented is just one piece of the puzzle. Another significant challenge lies in tracking and quantifying this population. Due to the very nature of illegal immigration, accurate data collection is complex. Individuals without legal status often avoid any form of registration or census, leading to a considerable undercount in official figures. This murky data landscape makes it difficult to grasp the full scale and implications of illegal immigration across the states. With a clearer understanding, let's look at the data state by state. Which states have the highest number of illegal immigrants? Let's dive into the data and uncover where the numbers are particularly striking. Starting with California, it's no surprise that this state tops the list. With its vast economy and extensive border with Mexico, California has historically been a major entry point for immigrants. The allure of agricultural, technology, and entertainment industries alongside robust immigrant communities make it a persistent magnet for those seeking new opportunities. Moving eastward, Texas comes in second. The Lone Star State shares a lengthy border with Mexico, facilitating a significant influx of immigrants. Moreover, Texas's booming construction and agricultural sectors offer abundant employment opportunities, drawing many in search of work. Interestingly, Texas also has a complex relationship with immigration policies, often walking a fine line between stringent regulations and economic dependence on immigrant labor. Next, we find Florida, which is unique due to its geographical positioning. Florida's proximity to the Caribbean and historical ties with Latin American countries contribute to its high number of illegal immigrants. The state's economy, heavily reliant on tourism and agriculture, often turns a blind eye to the legal status of workers, which in turn attracts more undocumented workers seeking employment. New York is another state with a significant number of illegal immigrants. Known as the gateway for immigrants from around the world, New York City's diverse cultural fabric is woven deeply with the contributions of undocumented workers. These individuals often fill roles in hospitality, construction, and domestic work, sectors that are essential, yet often undervalued. Lastly, we have New Jersey, which though smaller in size has a dense population and a high percentage of illegal immigrants. Its proximity to New York City, along with a strong service-oriented economy, provides ample opportunities for undocumented workers who play a crucial role in the state's economic engine. These states show significant figures, but how about the rest of the country? Moving to the heartland and the southern charm, what does illegal immigration look like there? In the Midwest and South, the landscape of illegal immigration presents a complex and varied picture. States like Illinois and Texas are often spotlighted due to their significant illegal immigrant populations. Illinois, with its bustling cities and agricultural backbone, hosts a considerable number of unauthorized residents, many drawn by job opportunities in industries that rely on manual labor. Down in Texas, the scenario intensifies. This state, with its long border with Mexico, sees a substantial influx, making it a focal point in discussions about border security and immigration reform. Texas's economy, booming with construction and agricultural sectors, often acts as a magnet attracting workers seeking employment. Surprisingly, other states like Missouri and Alabama also show notable figures, though smaller in comparison. These states have seen a rise in illegal immigrant populations, influenced by local economic opportunities and perhaps more lenient local policies in certain areas. The impact of local policies can be profound. For instance, states with stricter law enforcement regarding illegal immigration see different social dynamics compared to those with more relaxed approaches. Economic conditions also play a crucial role. States with flourishing job markets in agriculture, construction, and hospitality tend to have higher numbers of illegal immigrants. These regions show diverse trends, indicating varied local dynamics. The interplay between local policies, economic conditions, and the resultant social fabric paints a multifaceted picture of illegal immigration in America's heartland and southern charm. Now, heading to the bustling Northeast and the sunny West Coast, what's the scenario? In the Northeast, New York and Massachusetts stand out with their significant numbers of undocumented immigrants. These states, with their vibrant urban centers like New York City and Boston, naturally attract a diverse population, including undocumented immigrants. The allure of these cities often lies in their abundant economic opportunities and their established immigrant communities, which provide a support network and a semblance of cultural familiarity. Moving across to the West Coast, California and Washington tell a similar story, but with their unique twists. California, home to cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco, has one of the highest numbers of undocumented immigrants in the nation. This isn't surprising given its vast economy and status as a border state, factors that make it both a gateway and a stronghold for new arrivals. Meanwhile, Washington, though not a border state, has its tech hubs and expansive agricultural sectors that attract undocumented workers. The influence of state policies cannot be overlooked in this discussion. States like California have enacted sanctuary laws that protect undocumented immigrants from deportation and allow them access to state services. These policies not only make these states attractive destinations for undocumented immigrants, but also reflect the state's broader approach to handling immigration issues. In conclusion, the numbers in these regions are not just cold statistics. They are shaped by a combination of economic opportunities, community support, state policies, and geographic location. Diverse policies and economies paint a complex picture in these areas. On the flip side, which states have the lowest numbers of illegal immigrants? As we turn our attention away from the bustling urban centers and migrant-heavy states, a few regions stand out for their notably small undocumented populations. States like Montana, Maine, and Vermont are among those with the fewest illegal immigrants. The reasons for these low figures are multifaceted. Geographic isolation plays a significant role. These states are far removed from the southern border, which is a major entry point. Additionally, the economic pull factors in these states are different. They might not offer the same volume or variety of jobs that attract large numbers of undocumented workers, which are typically found in states with more robust agricultural or construction industries. The social and economic impacts of having a smaller, undocumented population are also worth noting. These states may experience fewer challenges related to integration and resource allocation, but could face labor shortages in certain sectors that traditionally rely on immigrant workers. Low numbers can be as telling as high numbers in understanding state dynamics. Having traveled through the data across America, what have we learned? Firstly, we've observed that the distribution of illegal immigrants is not uniform across the states. States like California, Texas, and Florida have the highest numbers, reflecting their geographical proximity to borders and their large economies, which attract workers. On the other end of the spectrum, states like Montana and North Dakota have significantly lower figures. This disparity brings to light the varying impacts on local economies and societies. In states with higher numbers, there is often a significant contribution to the local economy. Illegal immigrants often take on jobs in sectors like agriculture, construction, and hospitality, which are crucial, yet remain unattractive to the domestic workforce. However, this is not without its challenges. These states also face higher expenditures on healthcare, education, and law enforcement services. The implications for policy are profound. There is a clear need for immigration policies that are not only stringent, but also sensitive to the realities on the ground. Policies need to balance border security with the economic needs of states that rely heavily on immigrant labor. Moreover, there's a pressing need for reforms in the visa system to address the mismatch between the existing labor demands and the legal avenues available for meeting these demands. From a societal perspective, the presence of illegal immigrants is often a topic of heated debate. While some communities feel enriched by the diversity and cultural contributions, others may feel strained by competition for resources and services. This dichotomy underscores the necessity for community-focused dialogues and policies that promote integration and mutual understanding. Encouraging a nuanced view of illegal immigration requires recognizing these complexities. It's essential to see beyond the numbers and consider the human stories and policy challenges intertwined with illegal immigration. Understanding the numbers is just the beginning. It's the stories behind these numbers that truly shape our communities.